shit.
Ooh, we're back, baby.
Man, woo, we got a good one for you right here, baby. Did you see what it is right there? Which dual picture have had the best one-on-one fights? And this is a good list.
This is a real good list. You got a little bit of everything.
Tough.
You got mentor versus mentee, father figure versus son versus father figure, two rivals, two powerhouses, two people on opposite side of a political view, two lovers cross. You got everything. Rivals, just two people that are strong and should be friends but not. It has it all. That's everything.
All of them.
You can have so many different emotional spectrums on each one to make your argument, and I can't wait to give you my answer. But I'm not going first.
Oh, you're not? Okay.
I'm tired of going first, and I keep getting ripped.
Damn! You don't get ripped?
I do it in my head.
Your opinion is respected here.
You ain't got to lie, Craig. You ain't got to lie.
I've been working on that face. Been working on that straight face for a very long time.
It ain't worked yet.
Yeah.
You're not a good liar.
I don't know how to lie at all. I can't lie. It's a terrible thing. That's why I can't gamble. Damn.
Shouldn't bet on stuff you can't control anyway.
You should not bet on stuff you can't control. But that is the whole motivation of gambling anyway.
No, you can gamble on stuff you control. Connect 4. Spades. Tunk.
No.
Basketball.
No.
Football.
No.
One-on-one.
No. You can't gamble. What? No. Before we about to go way off subject.
I can't bet you I'm going to beat you in basketball?
You don't. No, you can't.
Why not? What is it?
Because you can't.
Why not? You're not telling me why not.
No, I did. You can't. You can't gamble on that. Something that you know you're going to lose. There's no point in that.
All right. Hey, cut the camera. Let's go.
You don't want this drama, boy.
Yes, I do.
You don't want this smoke.
I couldn't even finish my game earlier today. I went on the smoke.
Oh, man.
I went off.
Oh, man.
So I can't. You lost your money.
You can't. No point in gambling on that. It's a loss.
Okay. I'll put up my kids' college fund, both of them.
Then you're just fouling, okay?
I'm not going to foul.
It's just fouling right there.
So I tell you what, I ain't going to lose.
All right, so since I'm going first, I don't care about all the rest of them. I'm not going to give no comparison on the rest of them. I don't even give grass behind about them. I do what I want. All right, after I looked at them, I figured out who I wanted. I knew who I wanted, and there's Captain America versus Iron Man.
Damn good choice.
Best one-on-one fights. This is why it's one of the best one-on-one fights. It's not actually the fights that make it the best thing.
Let him preach. Let him cook.
It's because this is the most subjective question in the world. So
let him cook.
It's people be like, it's what you want in a fight to make it a fight and everything. Like the other ones, I looked at it and I was like, okay, great fighter against great fighter. Like Ken versus Ryu and everything. It's like they're just great fighters. So yeah, it would make who was that? Scorpion versus Sub-Zero. When you put martial artists against martial artists, your always expectation is the great fighting and everything. You're always looking for the back and forth martial arts stuff.
Yeah.
It's expected. It's annoying. It's expected. Like, no, I don't need that and everything. A good counter one of that would be Wolverine versus Cyclops. That's a good counter and everything where Cyclops his fighting status isn't up to par with Wolverine's. But god dang it, he ain't one to back down and take no L from that guy anyway.
Can't go back to you. Go back to your girl.
Yeah, that's
after you've been fighting for your girl and you lose.
Yeah, that's the most closest to non-even match compared to everybody else. Everybody else in all of these to me is even match except for Captain America and Iron Man. And Captain America, Iron Man, and Wolverine and Cyclops are the most those were the two I my finalists. And before I came to my final pick of Captain America, Iron Man. I picked that one because, number one, the personal stakes, okay? It wasn't when them two fight, it's personal. Like, it's so good that they had to put it on screen. They had to make... Their comic book of them two fighting was so great and iconic. They had to put them...
The part you talking about when you hit them with the laser? The hand beam?
It was so good that they had to put it in the trailer. And the trailer, because of that scene in the trailer, it blew up and everything.
But that scene
he sent me
from the comic.
We were at work and he was like, "Bro, I don't care what you're doing. You need to stop right now. Go watch that trailer." And he said, "Watch the entire thing to the end." When they show that scene and how they made it the most iconic thing ever, even in the comic, it's the most iconic ever because of the contrast. And they're always in different opinions because of the type of minds they have and how they see the world differently and everything, which makes the stakes more higher and everything. It's a personal and dramatic thing that makes it so much of a better fight and everything.
Let them cook.
And then the other thing that makes it such a good is the contrasting styles of who they are. One is all about technology and relies on his technology to make this fight better and make sure he wins this fight no matter what. While the other person is a traditional hand-to-hand combat fighter and everything with the weapon that he uses, and as much of the shield is a part of him and everything. And if you separate from him for the shield, you have a better chance. But at the same time, you still got to worry about the man knows how to actually fight. So it's going to be a little bit of a problem. But if you can separate Iron Man from the technology, then you got yourself a good fight right there. Like some deep down fights and everything. Then, just like I said before, it's just the iconic status of it and everything. Like they're two heroes. It's not like it's two heroes, two leaders, two people who have their own comic and everything, and their level of what they bring to it and everything. Although I know that's going to be everybody else's argument for the Wonder Woman and Superman. Like, yeah, I understand that and everything. But to the extent and the level that you have with Iron Man and Captain America, for me, it's like, that's like their fights are the best. And then you have to, when they fight, you have to, the lead up to it, to break it down, is you already know whose side you're on. Like, you're like, he's wrong. And like, when you pick a side, you're on that side. You can't be swayed, because when Spider-Man they fight, you can't be swayed.
Spider-Man was.
Spider-Man
He was.
Is always swayed. But at the same time, he was just, they had to put that in there so that.
I'm talking about in the comic.
Yeah, they had to put that in there so that you don't want everybody to be. Somebody had to be the person who was like, that's how I see it. Because in the comic, you don't want just everybody automatically just picking a side automatically. You always need something to bring drama and then like have the fan another point of view. And to write in, and it just happened to be Spider-Man. Me, in my opinion, they could have used anybody. It was a good thing they used Spider-Man.
No, they can't use anybody. You got to make sure it was a big dog.
You got to make sure it's a person who.
If it would have been like. No, like Moon Knight. Nobody would have get. Oh, Moon Knight.
You could have used because in the same sense, I think they could have used Mr. Fantastic, and Mr. Fantastic.
He had already picked the side.
No, but they could have used him in all of Spider-Man's thinking. I think you could have used that thinking with Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah, but he didn't have an identity to give up. Remember in the comic,
you're right. In the comic,
it was about
contradiction, registering, and everything. They could have picked somebody else who had a.
It's not too many Marvel comic characters who have a secret identity.
But it's true. But I still feel as though they could have picked somebody else. They still could have picked somebody.
It had to be a big person, like a person like.
But nonetheless,
they could change their opinion. Like some people in the real world who read the book, and to people in the world in the comic.
Well, it's a good thing they used Spider-Man, nonetheless.
But yeah, that's why they made Spider-Man.
Yeah. But I feel as though, I mean, if I actually took the time to actually look up who else wears a mask.
People like Daredevil wears a mask.
Daredevil has been one.
Yeah, but he's not. But he always works from the shadow. Like Spider-Man is out. Like people see Spider-Man
and everything. Daytime superhero.
Yeah, like that's Spider-Man.
As opposed to Daredevil, nighttime superhero.
You're like, oh yeah, this guy who's named after the devil comes out. Oh, by the way, I'm a devout Catholic.
That's just the funniest thing every time and everything. But yeah, that's just my opinion on who I think has the best one-on-one fights. Who do you got?
So everything you said was right on the money. That's why I eliminated like several of these things. So everything you said about all the background information about the heroes fighting and had personal, and like if the fight is always better if there's personal stakes in hand. Like if you just two good fighters coming together. The actual technique of the fight would be fantastic. But, that personal thing, which makes it hurt. Like, they always fighting a little extra. give it a little more juice. Like in it was the last season of The Boys, where Homelander was fighting Butch. Remember in Herogasm? And it was like, we're like, yo, this fight is for real. There's some real stakes behind this. Like, they really want to go at each other. You really felt that. You know, the other fights, you know, all right, they were good fights. A little graphic, but it didn't have that same feeling. Like, oh, we've been waiting for this. You know what I'm saying? And so all that say, that's right. That's why I said you made a great choice with Iron Man vs. Captain America. There's only one other one that comes like with that. Well, not the only one, but another one that has that same emotional point, like Batman versus Nightwing. Because you know Nightwing is like by the time he became Nightwing, he was really good. He really like, yo, Batman, you did me dirty, and then you won't keep me, you know, kind of on love. But the reason I didn't pick that fight is because they both always hold him back. Like they never really fully going out. Batman is always going to hold back. Nightwing is going to hold back, but they got to get it out.
I feel like Yep.
Wolverine and Cyclops. Okay. You know me. You know me and the X-Men.
Yeah, that's right. Good.
But my answer is Green Ranger versus the Red Ranger.
Ooh.
Look, when I say personal, I mean it's personal. It's personal like this is my rival. I'm tired of losing to this guy. And I think he might actually be better than me. I gotta prove I'm the leader of the Pirates. He can't beat me. No, we not cool like this. And this one is no holding back. It's like, look, I'm here. I'm coming for you. I'm a Ranger, and I'm a better Ranger than you. I've been beating your ass before you knew who I was, after you knew who I was, but with the suit, without the suit, in space, on Earth. My Zord is better than your Zord. I got the Dagger's better than yours. Whatever you want to do, we can go. You know what I'm saying? And I can take your girl. Walk right in there. Look, Pink Ranger's mine. You don't you ever think she was ever yours? You're not the real. And it was so
you crossing the line.
And it was so personal that the actors really had beef in real life. You can't get no more personal than that. And then in the comic, it also got personal. Like they were like, "No, this is it. This is my world. I don't care who you are." Look, when Tommy came over and said, "Look, I know you're the Red Ranger, but you know what team it is now." And you know, and that resentment is always there. And you just need a little push, a little nudge from Rita or what's the one, Zed. You're like, you know what? We fight again. And it's not like, oh yeah, we fighting, we gotta hold something back. Like, nah, this is my chance to finally prove that I'm gonna beat your ass. There's only one person that's really doing that, and that's the Rangers. I'm talking about that's real beef. Before the spell that made him evil, after the spell, in real life, outside of the suit, it's real rivalry beef. Real rivalry beef. And when they go at it, I mean, it is, like, cause remember, Tommy, Green Ranger beat all the other Rangers. And the Red Ranger's like, oh no, that ain't happened. I'm the Red Ranger, I'm the leader. And it was toe to toe. And then he ended up, boom. Then he walked into your Zord.
Oh yeah.
And then smacked y'all up and knocked you out of it. And you kept like, it was funny because you could see it. You couldn't even see it through the helmet, but you felt it like, not again. He didn't get me again. Bro, people who have real rivals and you don't like that real rival, not like, oh yeah, this is my friend, is a rival, we gotta go back at, but like a person you see, like you don't like, and you know your skill level is comparable, but he keeps beating you because he's a little better. Well, if you are like a real competitor, that was just eating at you. It makes you stay up at night. It's like you can't perform. You're like, yo, I'm tired. Everything you do is about to beat that guy. I'm telling you, when those fights happen, fantastic. Everything's on the line.
Yeah, that's that. Ooh. See, yours is real. Yeah.
They go at it.
Yeah, yours is up there with that Ken Ryu and Snake Eyes and
like that
Sub-Zero one and then
the Rangers.
Rangers they had multiple. Yeah, I understand where you're coming from. I see it now. I see it.
Bro, we spent the whole week him running through him, and the Red Rangers just kept getting angrier and angrier. Yeah. And then he had to accept them on the team. Yeah. Had to start sharing lines as the leader and everything.
Oh.
You know, that gotta earn your soul.
Personal.
And then this man became the White Ranger.
He got to change colors.
Jeez, bro. Come on, man. Come on.
He needed to be stopped.
Come on.
How dare he get? How dare
he took Kimberly Angus to play with her heart? On again, off again. Come on, man.
That's terrible. It's terrible. It's terrible. Terrible. What it is? I'm insulted. Okay.
Come on, bro.
You make a good point there, boy. Yeah, boy. Once you get the girls involved, boy, it gets real.
So he's already beating you. And he's taking your. Oh no,
you can't do nothing about it.
And then he took your spot as the leader.
Ain't nothing worse than when you can't beat a person up, boy. I tell you, man, you fight for my honor, fight to defend me and everything. I'm trying. I've been trying since he came on site.
Then he took it. So remember, like in Thor Ragnarok? No, in the end of what's that? End game where he's like, yeah, who's the leader? And he's like, yeah, you're the leader. Like, but really is the leader. It just felt like that the whole time, and then he just took the leadership. Yeah. Those fights right there. Always. There's always an extra to it. Extra, like, no, you're not getting me this time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he is.
Mm-hmm. True statement.
Yeah, it is.
This is a true statement right there.
And my uniform looks better than yours.
He got a little extra zazz on there with the shoulder pads and everything.
And then on top of that, when I go to when I pull out my weapon, my joint can talk back. I got the little whistle. Nobody cared about the Power Rangers weapon, but everybody had to.
Yeah, that is.
And then they got the symbol.
I forgot about that. The weapon he's got him up by. Man, he's a step above him.
Yes, and it's gotta hurt your soul.
It's a step above him. They gave him a little bit of extra with everything. It was like they made him so he doesn't have to be a team player.
He looks better than yours and everything.
He should be on the team, but they was like, nah, we don't need him on the team. Don't need him on the team and everything. He's good by himself. Like we gave him a little bit of extra so he can handle by himself.
And then we came to White Ranger. He had a weapon that talked to him. Gave him
Give him a full-blown sword then.
Please, it's over.
Like no dagger. No, you ain't getting a dagger. You getting a sword.
It's over, man. It's always the Green Ranger. It's so bad.
That's a good pick.
You don't see the Green Ranger. Like, you don't never see like another Ranger. Like, the only other Power Ranger, you don't see another Green. You don't see like another Green Ranger saga. Within close to it. Because that rivalry is iconic. It's green. It's Christmas versus Christmas. Green versus red.
That is a good pick. That is a good pick. You brought up excellent points.
That's a good pick. As soon as I saw that, I was like, I know who I'm going with. I know.
Dang, nobody else sway you a little bit? No. The Hulk versus Thor.
As soon as I saw that, as soon as I saw the picture, I was like, my whole childhood came back. That was a week of stress when the Green Ranger was
Snake Eyes versus Storm Shadow. We're talking.
I came into your school
versus Scorpion.
I came into your school. You were the cool, popular kid. I took it all from you.
Wolverine versus Cyclops.
You know how I feel about the X-Men.
Took his girl.
He never really took it. He just kind of flirted with it.
He flirted to the point where every time my man made her emotions change. That's some strong flirting right there. Yeah, boy, he knew. He didn't have to. Cyclops didn't have to read minds to know what she was thinking. He didn't have to do it.
He did all that. He still didn't get it.
He didn't. But it sure.
But the Green Ranger did.
But he sure.
The Green Ranger did.
Yeah, that's why you got a good pick there. That's why you got a good pick.
He did all that. He still didn't get. He's like, yeah, I got a little crush on her. Yeah, okay. But I'm about to have your baby.
Yeah. Yeah, that did that. Yeah, she was her loyalty. Her loyalty looked a little wavery in person. If we saw it in public, Jean Grey's loyalty looked wavery, a little shaky.
But she still.
But she not one point that she was like, I ain't leaving him.
And if he did, Cyclops he went to like another mind reader, Emma Frost, Madam Briar. He's fine. He pulls him. Wolverine, he be alright. He get a little side chick action. He's good.
True that. All right, y'all heard both of our opinions and everything, who we liked and everything for the best fights, one-on-one fight that is and everything.
He gave him the business for a week. As soon as I saw it, I'm like, the whole week I was stressed. What will the Green Ranger do? I'm like, can't be the Red Ranger.
You were stressed. Man, when Captain America and Iron Man were feuding, what are you talking stress?
But it wasn't a week. Like, I know it was stress. But when you see it live action, and for a week as a kid,
when you saw It was
I wasn't
so
a kid
good.
when I read Civil War.
No. When you found out they were making that, and then you saw the trailer live action.
Yeah, but see, I had read.
You was like, okay.
I'm talking about first impressions.
First impression.
So like,
you saw
listen. When I saw the Green Ranger versus Power Rangers, I was a kid, like a kid watching it. When I read Civil War, I was a teenager, young adult, maybe somewhere in there. So I was better at handling
more mature.
But as a kid, I was like, I was leaving school like, we gotta watch Power Rangers. I know. It was over. I called my friend. Like, they did it again. We can't beat him. He beat Jason.
We can't beat him. He said we can't beat him.
Jason. He hit Jason.
That's how they were with Captain America Civil War. They was on
I wasn't a kid though.
No, I'm just telling you in general. But those who out there who were kids when that happened, you know what it's like.
But like in the movie, you saw the whole movie from in the end. Like you didn't have to wait the next day to see a whole 24 hours.
But it started in the comic though, and when you were flipping the page,
but by that time,
a month for each comic though.
By that time, I had got the graphic novel, so it was just me flipping through the pages.
That was you though.
I said first impression for me. That's what I said.
Yeah. Well, just for all of those who haven't read the Civil War, the original Civil War comic.
We need to go read that. That's fine.
Go read that. That is one of the all-time greatest comic books.
Don't read Civil War 2. That's not that great. Yeah. But the first Civil War, absolutely.
No, they don't fight in Civil War 2, which is why it made a difference and everything. But the first one, Civil War, there's a reason it got turned into a movie. Of all the storylines they could ever have done, they chose that one. And it looked great. And we would love to hear you guys' opinion, who you decided as the one-on-one best fights. Let us know in the comments section, and then tell us why. And until next time, we'll see you guys. We out.
Deuces.